The night had fallen deep over the quiet mountain village. Only a few lanterns flickered faintly, and the wind carried an eerie silence, as if the air itself was holding its breath. At the edge of the village stood an old, decaying house, long abandoned and feared by all. The villagers called it the House of Darkness. Legend said that a family once lived there, but one night they vanished without a trace. Only the sound of terrifying screams echoing through the mountains was ever heard. No one dared step inside again. But Ian, a city boy with a taste for adventure, laughed at these stories. "Ghosts, come on, these are just superstitions," he said, smirking. His friends Bilal and Hamza tried to warn him, but Ian had already decided. He would explore the house that very night. Under the black sky, the three boys approached the house with only flashlights in hand. The broken windows rattled in the wind, creating a whispering sound that almost said, "Go back before it's too late." The wooden floor creaked under their feet as they stepped inside. Old portraits hung on the cracked walls, their painted eyes following them in the darkness. Suddenly, the door behind them slammed shut with a loud bang. Bilal froze. "Wind, it's just the wind," he whispered, though his voice trembled. Ian turned toward the door and saw it. A shadowy figure standing there. It looked like a person, but its feet didn't touch the ground. Suddenly, the old mirror on the wall began to shake, and a strange mist poured out from it as if a doorway to another world was opening. A deep, guttural voice echoed through the room. "You shouldn't have come here. Now you will never leave." The flashlights flickered, and then everything went dark. When Ian opened his eyes, he was alone in a different room. Blood was smeared on the floor, forming words. "I am still here." From somewhere in the house, he could hear children crying and a woman screaming in agony. Bilal found himself in another room filled with old, dusty dolls. Slowly, one by one, the dolls turned their heads toward him. Their glass eyes glinted in the dark. Hamza looked into a cracked window, and his reflection smiled at him, though his own face was frozen in fear. The house was alive, feeding on their fear. The boys were trapped in its grasp. Then Ian noticed a locked chest in the corner of his room. Inside lay a black, ancient book. He quickly realized the truth. The missing family had been victims of this cursed book. They had opened a door to another world and never returned. As the walls trembled and shadows closed in, Ian opened the book and read the strange words written in red ink. A cold wind roared through the house. The shadows screamed and began to vanish one by one. Then silence. The villagers found the boys unconscious outside the next morning. The house had collapsed into the earth, leaving nothing but rubble and smoke. When Ian opened his eyes, a chilling whisper tickled his ear. "We let you go, but can you ever escape yourself?" From that day on, Ian never slept alone at night again.